Hello, today we're going to talk about remote access to Samsung Galaxy Tab via Web, SMS, and FTP. First thing first here, we need to obtain a piece of paper and pen, and once we have those items, let's next go into the Android market. Once we get into the Android market, we want to look for remote web desktop. Once we found it, let's go ahead and click onto that app. Once the app comes up here, it's going to give you a description as well as a review of the app. If you got time, you can go back and read it, but in this case right now, we're going to go ahead and click on install. Once the app is finished installing, you should see an icon on your device. Once it appears, just go ahead and click on that icon. It should bring up the actual servers. Alright, your first one is going to be your web desktop. It says here you got the secure HTTP. It's unchecked. You don't need that. It's pretty much for secure transaction. Right now we don't need that. We're just basically testing the connectivity. The next one is the service port. It's already configured, so you shouldn't have changed that. Make sure you put in a password, something that you can remember. Once you're finished with that, let's go ahead and click on your start server, and with your pen and paper, write down the HTTP IP address as well as the service port number. For the FTP, your username is already given, admin, password. Again, make sure you put in there something that you can remember. Your service port is going to be configured for you, so you shouldn't go in and change that. Here again, you want to make sure you click on start server and write down the actual FTP IP address as well as the service port. Next tab over is going to be your app manager. It just lists all the apps on your device, and it basically gives you all detailed information with each app that's on your device. Now once you're done with that, you should see two icons letting you know that your servers are up and running and ready for connectivity via the SMS as well as FTP. Okay, now that we completed the previous task, the next thing here is now we're going to go into the Internet Explorer, and we're going to put in the actual HTTP IP address that we've written on a piece of paper. You're going to see here I already have it already written in or already typed in my internet browser, so I'm just going to go ahead and click on that, and it should put us right to our server. Okay, now what we're going to do here is put in the actual password that we configure on our tablet. Alright, once we do that, we should be in. And what we're looking at right now is actual we're looking at what's going on inside the tablet itself. Now we can click on the File Explorer, and right now we're looking at the SD card that's located on the actual tablet. And let's go into Documents to pull up a file. Okay. Alright, we're going to do this. Pull this file up. Alright, it takes a few minutes here. We're going to go ahead and click on Open. And as you can see, we'll be able to open it up and see the file. This is actually an essay, I believe, that my wife written about a couple of weeks back. But here again, it just shows you the versatility that it gives you as far as individual being on the go, and it allows you also to work from afar. Like I said, you got your tablet, it's at home, and you got some work that you need to perform to take home with you. Just to give you an opportunity to save it to your tablet, and you can bring it home and do some work on it. Alright, well, this concludes this portion of the HTTP port. The next part we're going to talk about here is going to be the FTP. Alright guys, we just got through finishing up with the HTTP or the web server portion. Now we're going to do the FTP server portion to the tablet, okay? In this case here, we're going to open up the Firefox browser. And let's go in. Remember, we've got to use FTP, so we're FTPing into our tablet. Alright, you can see I already got it pre-typed in our internet browser. And let's go ahead and click on that. And you type in your username. Remember, the username never changed. Remember, it's admin. And as far as your password, you just remember it and just type that in. Alright, in a few seconds here, voila, we're FTPing into the tablet. And what the nice thing about this is that we are able to actually just look straight at the actual data that's on the actual SD card, and we can go straight to the folders and actually open them up Another good thing with the web server, it provides us with interfaces, graphic interfaces, to you can go in and actually do a little bit more as far as modifying the actual tablet. With the FTP portion, we're just only dealing with files, which basically what FTP does. Alright, now let's go ahead and open up a couple folders here. We'll go into the music folder. Here we'll be able to look at all the music that I downloaded and put it on my actual tablet. We also have same thing here with the document, the same document that we looked at earlier when we was looking at the web server. The same documentation. The thing about this here is that with both sides, with the HTTP as well as the FTP, it gives us virtually access to our tablets wherever we're at, and also provides a means of say we're at work and we need the opportunity to be on the go. This gives access to the actual data that we need to work on our projects. Alright, well, this concludes the portion of this presentation here. If you have any comments, I welcome them, and if you have anything else you'd like to add, please by all means add them at the end of this video. Alright, you guys enjoy.